Team, your favorite SHTF wet dream has come true. And look, let me know down in the comments what you think is going to happen. Whatever has happened, you have found yourself facing a contingency. And this particular one is coming from the SHTF field manual, link down in the description below if you want to go and check this thing out. So this one is isolated person, right? You've left your home to find supplies or food. While you're out, you're cut off from being able to return to your home. What was the contingency plan when you left? For what actions those who remain behind should take if you failed to return? In the military, we would call this a GOTWA, right? Where I'm going, others that's going with me, time I should be back, what to do, and actions. The W and the A are kind of similar, but you get the idea, right? We had this plan. I'm leaving. Here's what time I should be back. Here's where I'm going. Here's who's going with me. Here's what we're doing. And here's what I want you to do if I don't make it back at that time. Do you have the ability to communicate with them at all? Right? Do you have a comms plan? Do you have a pace plan? Do you have the ability to reach back? If you don't have that now, you're not going to have that then. So think about that. What are your actions to attempt to evade observation or confrontation with others, right? So here you are, you're cut off. You need to be able to get back to your home, to your castle. How are you going to be able to do that and evade observation or detection? How many hours or days can you get by in an urban environment, right? Maybe you are stuck down in hot Atlanta, right? How long can you survive down there if you're cut off in any kind of SHTF scenario? What actions would you take if it was you at home and a friend or loved one was isolated? We'll talk about this some more. Would you attempt a search and rescue operation or leaving others for them while leaving others at a higher risk since you'd been gone? Right? So you're isolated. What's your plan? How long can you survive with what you have on your person, in your vehicle, however it was that you were traveling? How are you going to be able to communicate that everything is okay or all hail to the no? I need some help. What resources are you going to be able to procure along the way? Do you expect stores to be open? Do you expect the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to be out there that you can go ask for help? Can you make your way to a fire department or police department or other hospital or something like this? Do you expect there to be some sort of safe havens out there? What if it was, what if it was somebody else who left? Maybe it was your spouse who left to go get something. And they passed that designated time. They can't communicate with you. You know where they were going, and you've lost comms if you had them at all. Now you're entering into some sort of panic mode, I'm sure. What are you going to do? Maybe you're a family, and you have kids or other relatives who are staying with you, some friends. Are you going to leave? Once you leave, now that castle has even less bodies to do the things that need to get done. If you are going to leave, what are your actions going to be then? How are you going to find the person? Even if you knew where they were going, how are you going to locate where they are at and recover this isolated person? What kind of plans do you have to link up? Did you have rally points established? Like, hey, if I lose comms, we will meet here. This all goes into thinking and how we're going to build an operations order for specific things and actions that would be taken. But too many times I fear that so many people think, well, A, I'll just deal with all that crap when it happens, and B, I don't even know what to think. I don't know what I should be thinking about. And that's One of the things with this SHTF field manual is it walks from beginning to end, right? From a triggering event all the way through so that you can develop all of those minute details that you may need to operate in a contested environment. So many considerations, so many contingencies, and once you get into your execution of how you're going to get after a specific mission, you're going to find, it's all about risk management at the end of the day, right? What are the hazards? And how are we going to develop and implement controls to mitigate those hazards to lower the risk that's associated with each one? And with everything that we do, there are so many risks that are out there, and too many times we take risks for granted. A lot of times it's because the risk is so non-severe that it's okay to accept the risk of something happening. But once you get into a contested environment, man, things change. Whether we're talking about personal injuries, right? It's okay if you get hurt now. You can go get help. You got stuff that's stocked up. But in a contested environment, if you get injured, now you're not only worse off yourself, but your whole team is worse off. So you have to run through, you have to think about things. Get your chalkboard out, right? Start taking some notes as far as all of those contingencies that are out there for every specific action. Is it a lot of work? Yes, it's a lot of work. But there are 7 P's that we've used in the military, right? Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. That will tell us that we need to spend more time in planning. Yes, we also have a 1/3, 2/3 rule, right? Which means we should have 2/3 of the time to be able to execute stuff. And that includes rehearsals, right? We also know that every good plan is great all the way up until your first contact, right? Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face, and then things change. But if you don't take the time now, when everything is cupcakes and rainbows, you're doing a disservice to yourself and to those who are in your charge. Team, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts and your comments down below as we continue to master our craft and develop our tactical virtue. As always, until then, you stay out there, you keep grinding, and you stay stoked. Team, if you want to master your craft and develop your tactical virtue, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with future content. Consider becoming a channel member. It's going to give you exclusive access to content not available to anybody else. I appreciate you guys. Until then, you stay out there, you keep grinding, and you stay stoked.
We know you're out there! Come to my voice!